Hey everybody, I wanted to share another Saturday morning make with everyone that Miss Jill Norwood has curated on YouTube. And as part of the Saturday morning make, I wanted to do the Snowmen of January and also where you use faces. So it's kind of a combination in the projects I'm going to be sharing with y'all today. But I also wanted to use this particular set of projects to show you how you can take one stamp or one stamp set and use it in a variety of different ways and for different seasons and times of the year and projects. So that was really what I kind of had in mind when I started creating the mugs. And so these are the ones that I'm going to share with y'all. So let's start. We'll start with this one in the center. You can see it's a little mug with 3 little snowmen in it. It says stay cozy, and then it has the snowman definition. And on the back, I just kind of distressed it a little. So that's the first one. And this is one that is a snowman mug, and it says winter wishes. Has the little snowman face. And I used the craft cardstock on the back to finish it, and a little piece of twine so you can tie it on for a gift. And this pink one, I kind of had more of a Valentine's theme in mind. So I did it in pink with the little snowman face and a little tag that says Cupid's Brewing Company on it. So I want to show you the stamp set that I used on all of these. Let's see, let's scoot these over. And it is a Creative Expressions stamp set. It is this stamp set by Sam Poole, and I absolutely love it. It is a very fun stamp set. I used the mug on all of these, and I used the snowman face that it comes with. And it also, and I used the little stencil for the hot cocoa. So I used that, but it also comes with a gingerbread man and some toppings and marshmallows. So it's a great set. You can tell it's a well-loved stamp that I've used a ton. So this is the stamp set. And if you've watched my other videos, Sam Poole is the same designer that created the Angel Bunny that I also love. So both of these are by Sam Poole by Creative Expressions. So that's where we're going to start. So the first thing I want to show you is, let's talk about this one. And I'm going to start with this one. I used the stamp mug, on the mug stamp, on just some plain brown cardstock. And I cut 2 of them, one for the front and one for the back, because when I added the snowman in the mug, I wanted to be able to cover up all the seams on the back. So that is the mug. And then I have these old snowman stamps, y'all. I honestly was trying to remember when I got them and how long I've had them. And they're just one of those things that I've had in my rubber stamp collection forever. But I have these 3 snowman stamps that I used. And it's a little snowman family. And y'all can tell they're very inky, very well loved. But it's these 3 snowmen that I used to sit down in the mug. And these are by, let's see, y'all. I even have my glasses on. I'm not sure I can tell. It looks like maybe JRL Design. And they're called Melt My Heart S291, sorry. But these are the stamps. And I like these for watercolor because they have a lot of open space in them. And very easy to watercolor. So these are the 3 Snowman stamps that I used. Let's see if I have some examples of where I watercolored them. And I did, and I don't know where I put them, y'all. Well, that is strange. It's one of those things where the Craft Desk Gremlin has a tendency to snag stuff. But I just stamped these on watercolor paper and fussy cut them out and just slid them down in the mug and put little pom-poms on them. So what I like about these, y'all, is if you're not comfortable with watercolor, you can certainly use some alcohol markers or colored pencils. But the watercolor to me just gives it a very vintage, very light, faint coloring. So stamp them on your watercolor paper, color them however you want, and then cut them out. And I just slid them down and glued them in. And then if y'all know, I love the curly snow from Hobby Lobby. So I just put a little bit of snow up here in the top of the mug. And then this Snowman definition stamp, let me show you that. Let's see if I can leave those there. Show you what I use for that. This is part of a Christmas set by Lili of the Valley. And I used the one that has the definition for snowman. And I just stamped it on some white cardstock, cut it out, fussy cut it out, and slid it in there and glued it in. So that is that. And let's see what else. Y'all, this is the other thing. Embellish these however you want. That's the fun part to me. While I was using the pom-poms on the snowman hat, I was just like, oh, these blue pom-poms are so sweet. So I glued some extra pom-poms on the mug for a little bit of texture and dimension. And I stamped the bow from the mug. Let's show y'all again. And cut it out separately on some little patterned blue and white paper. And just added it on over top of it. So that is this one. And y'all can see I added some more little lace to this and a little bell and a little pin. So that's the snowman one. So let's talk about the blue ones that I did. And I want to show you these because these are the exact same set. Same stamp, but a little more simple, not as involved. I used the Snowman mug again on some solid blue cardstock, and I used the face, the snowman face right here, and stamped the face on. Now, I did cut out the carrot out of some little orange colored cardstock because I wanted it to have a little bit of dimension, and then I just glued the carrot nose on top. And the eyes of the snowman face, if you want to, the snowman face stamps there, but I was just trying to add some dimension to it. I love these diamond dots for eyes. These are the blue ones, but I used the black on these snowmen and made the eyes with those. And then I used a teeny tiny little pin after I glued them, and I added some little eyelashes on their sides to add a little bit of dimension. And then let's see, y'all, for the winter wishes, this is a stamp set by the Greetery. And I absolutely love it because it looks like cross stitch. You see how all of the writing is the little X's, like a very vintage cross stitch. So I just stamped it on some of the same blue cardstock as the mug and fussy cut it out in rectangles, punched a little hole, and tied the twine around it. So what I wanted to show you is, even if you don't have a die sometimes that'll fit, just go ahead and fussy cut your words out. You don't always have to have a perfectly matching die for what you're working with. So that's the blue snowman face. And I want to show you on the back, I just cut an extra mug out of the cardstock and glued it on the back to finish it. Now for the buttons, I used a blue marker and I colored in the little hearts for the buttons. And then I used some of the Judikins Diamond Glaze and put over top, and you can see how this will just kind of raise it and makes it clear and very glossy. So I did that on the buttons for a little bit of extra dimension. So that's the blue ones. And then I want to show y'all the pink ones. Let's see, I did 4 of these. And on these particular ones, on the pink ones, you can see on the ribbons, I stamped an extra mug on top of some gingham paper and fussy cut the ribbon out to glue on top and glued it on top of the mugs. You don't have to, you can color it as you stamped it. But I just like the idea of having a little more perfect ribbon bow than what I could color. So I just stamped this on top of another piece of paper and cut it and glued it on. And then with your extras, you just glue an extra on the back to finish it. And so I added the little tag on here that says Cupid's Brewing Company Love Potion because I was kind of in the mood for some pink with Valentine's coming up, and these little tags to me are so sweet. And that tag is from another Lily of the Valley set that is set number 30. And let's see which one it is. It is this one here. That is the Cupid's Brewing Company stamp. So you just stamp it. I just stamped it on some white cardstock and fussy cut it out, punched a hole in it, color it however you want. And it's almost like making your own ephemera. That's what I sort of love about some of their tag stamps and their definition stamps. That's one of the Snowmen when I stamped. You just start with a blank piece of cardstock and your ink, and you can have so much fun. So that is this. And I want to show y'all, these were the 2 that I started with. And these I stamped on just some watercolor paper, and then I colored them with Copic markers. And I just wanted to show you how you can take, like I said, the one stamp set and just kind of mix and match some different things in with it to be versatile with what you already have and be creative with what you already have. And sometimes kind of think, okay, I have this stamp set. What can I add to it to make it new and kind of refresh it? Or what can I add to it to make it fit a certain theme or a certain pattern? Because to me, even though this is a very winter set, I can just tweak it just a little bit and get a Valentine's with it. So I want to show you also how you can use it with spring coming up. And I'm probably going to use these in another project that I have soon with books. But I wanted to show you how you can use the mug and make it very shabby chic looking and very spring. And so when I look at this now, I don't even see that and think, oh, that's a snowman or that's a hot cocoa mug. I just think, oh, that's very spring and shabby chic. So I'll show you really quick. It's the same stamp, just stamped on patterned paper and cut out. But I had some old bird stamps, and let's see who made these. These are Judikins. This one, the large single bird is 3721F. And the small one is also Judikins, and it is 3722E. But I've had these for a while. So I stamped these on watercolor paper with the brown ink and just lightly watercolored them. And you can see, y'all, how cute these turned out. But these I'm kind of toying with another project I'm working on with some books, so I'll probably add these in, but I just wanted to throw these in at the end of the video to show you how you can take the cocoa stamp from Christmas to winter to Valentine's to even spring makes with it. And the only other stamp that I used in making these is a set that I use so much, y'all, that y'all will see me go to. It is a I think it's by Spellbinders. It is a Cathe Holden, and I used the little house and made it like a little tea bag with the date on it, and then the little stamp that is, let's see, let's do it like this. You can probably see better since they're clear. So I used the house, and then I used this one that's the Market Delights. But I just wanted to take a second and kind of show you, like, use what you have and kind of be a little creative about it. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit of new here and there. But I especially love kind of looking in some of my older stamps and my wood blocks and kind of thinking, okay, how can I take that and make it relevant to, you know, the trends that everybody's using now. So that was kind of the idea that I had in mind by using the Creative Expressions mug and thinking what all I can mix with it. So let's see, y'all. I'll show you everything one more time. I don't think I can probably not fit them all on there, but there's the blue. There's the pink one for Valentine's. And here's the snowman with them all mixed in the little mug. But you're using basically the same stamp over and over again and just adding different design elements. And really, I think I may try to make myself use it through all the seasons this year just to see what I can come up with. But I wanted to share that with y'all and have fun creating.